What do you think people born after 2010 missed out on? Privacy. The ability to be a jackass without every mistake being a social media event. Or, the anticipation of buying a CD for the music as well as the artwork and photos and thank yous and all. The internet when it was young and beautiful. Windows being dramatic and saying your download would take something like 39 years. 7 months. 3 days. 4 hours. And 14 minutes to download. Then being really happy when it only took 8 hours. 47 minutes. The best era of Cartoon Network. A life in which you're not always in front of a camera. Physical photos. YouTube with no ads. Flash games. Cool math games and the Ninja Kiwi website will always hold a special place in my heart. The early Wild West Internet. I don't know if I'd say it was better, but it was definitely a memorable experience. Life before cell phones. Being unreachable most of the time. And people not expecting to be able to reach you 24/7. Lack of social media influences. Look, I'm still coping with the fact that there are people that were born after 2010. Superior McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Awesome video games without microtransactions. Motorola Razr V3. Playing the original Halo with one of your friends on a split screen on an old 20-something-inch TV. That giddy feeling of freedom when you're going out as teen with your friends and your mom can't call or text you every 30 minutes to check up on you. Renting movies instead of streaming them. LAN parties and getting together to play video games in person on a N64 or something. I love playing video games online. But it was so much more fun to play with friends in person. Getting away with shit. Creeper. Ah man. Going to the Blockbuster with your family during the weekend and choosing movies with them. It may seem stupid, but there was something just nice and comforting doing that each Saturday when it was our father's turn to have us for the weekend. Theorizing on Harry Potter because all the books weren't out yet. Taking your disposable camera to get developed. The hype of Beanie Babies at the turn of the millennium. When all you had was a Sears catalog and your imagination. A life without social media. Not being threatened with police involvement in the stupid shit kids do. Like walking around without their parents. Being bored and looking out the window during long road trips. Also, doing incredibly stupid shit that nobody will ever know about it because we didn't film everything. We didn't upload it onto a massive public database. Privacy. Actual connection with others. Connection to them is texting or using social media. The short period where we went from party line to individual landline phones. To beepers. To brick mobile phones. To Nokias and finally iPhones. At the same time went from cassettes. To CDs. To MP3 and iPod. It was a wild time with fast progression. The Hedon commercial. Good cartoons. Opening a bottle of pop and looking under the lid to see if you won another free bottle or some other prize that you could claim instantly. Playing outside with neighbors. The Spanish Inquisition. Not having to worry about constantly being recorded. 2000 to 2009. The best era of YouTube. A childhood without much technology. Video rental stores. There was something magical as a kid going to Blockbuster or one of the others and being able to pick out any movie. It was a fun way to browse. Affordable living. The Cowboys being good. Life without social media. Disconnection from the world. Being unreachable for an entire day. Early 2000s pop bangers. Drinking from a water hose because you were thirsty and outside playing with your friends. 2009. The pre-9/11 air travel experience. Not having to stand in line for hours. Take your shoes off. Get groped and whatnot at the airport is likely something never coming back. The general surveillance state that was slowing being put under but mainly not having cameras. Recording everything everywhere. Everyone over 35's gotten away with doing something dumb and not having it plastered all over social media. Nowadays people are regularly having photos of them getting way too wasted at a high school party or college party end up on social media, and it has led to people losing jobs. Reading the L'Oreal No Tears bottle when you were stuck on the toilet for a while. Early days of EDM. In America, I would say a sense of patriotism. Regardless of if we should have gone to war. Most Americans were pretty united and patriotic in the early 2000s. The glory of MySpace. Granted, there is a damn good reboot of it, but it's just not quite the same. Old Greg. When shows were good and when the commercial weren't annoying. Seeing Lord of the Rings in theaters for the first time. LimeWire. Making your own games with little to no help from adults or stuff to play with. Stick 10 kids in a room and tell them to make a game and they would. Now do the same thing and they will ask where they get Wi-Fi.